Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. We finally made it to part three. I have four more stroke survivors that's going to tell us how death taught them how to live. But unfortunately, I only have three new states, but it's progress. California keeps on coming back. I'm happy to get my stories from California. So let's give you the names of the people that we have so far. Um, from California, we have Jorge. Hello, Jorge. How you doing today, sir? From Colorado, we have Caila. Hey, Caila, how you doing? Next, I have from Ohio, Trazana. Hey, Trazana, what's going on with you? And last but not least, I have New Jersey, Maddi. How you doing, Maddi? Well, let's get to our questions and see what they got to say about how death taught us how to live. What did you take for granted before that you want to tell people that didn't have a stroke not to take for granted?
I took for granted, I feel like there's so much, my health. Like I leaned on nicotine as a crutch to get through stressful times. If I was having a bad day, I was outside smoking four times more than I would normally, between the vape and regular cigarettes. I did so much damage to my brain and the vessels in my brain just by a simple thing of smoking. I started smoking at 15, had the aneurysm at 33. Half my life I smoked cigarettes and I did damage to my brain. So don't take for granted your body and your head.
I think the idea of finding peace in oneself. I think unfortunately like I said, we take ourselves too serious, but we never find that one thing in life that actually brings us peace and happiness. And unfortunately, we all need money. I get it, but that doesn't always necessarily bring peace. It brings relaxation at some point, but never actual peace. And I think that's kind of my whole situation. And for now, it's not the sheer of being rich or being famous or anything like that. I think it's just being peace, being at peace and content that we're getting what we need.
Everything. So from my walking and just my ability to move parts of my body to my vision, because I lost a lot of vision from the stroke. So I now think about how grateful I am that I have eyes, that I have sight, even though it's a little bit impaired and it's not like what it used to be. Um, Spatial awareness are things that I wish I didn't take for granted, because now it's hard for me. In the beginning, I was walking down the street, running into people who are coming at me because I'm not looking and I don't see them. So just simple things like that. And then also, I think I used to just take for granted the act of living. Like, yes, I was living my life and doing all the things that I thought I should be doing, graduating from Georgetown, getting a job, um, doing extracurricular clubs and all sorts of things like exercising. I wasn't taking the time to appreciate the fact that I was able to do these things. And that in and of itself, the fact that I can walk outside and go for a 5 mile run if I wanted to. Like, that is a beautiful thing. I shouldn't be taking that for granted. There are going to be time. I mean, there are times like now, so I can't run yet. But, when I am, that's going to be amazing to get back to that. But I wish that I wouldn't take things, really anything, for granted.
I thought I was going to live forever. I was the most healthiest person in my world. I was could do and have anything I wanted to have. I never thought that was going to come to an end. I didn't have any health disparities or anything. I thought I was going to live forever. And I am still living, but not in the way I was living prior to the stroke.
I get that. It's basically not taking what you get from this life for granted. That's really nothing. It's about, like you said, breathing and loving. I get
Yeah.
it. What are you trying to do with this newfound life that you have found?
I am trying to, one, connect with others and share their stories and empower others to continue along their journey, whatever that journey may be, whether you're recovering from stroke or you're just trying to live life. Like, I want to, like you, Greg, empower other people to share their stories and to connect with others. So that's a huge, huge mission in my life, I think, which has inspired me. This mission has prompted me to do things like write both of my books and start a podcast and go Instagram live every week, things like that.
Do you feel different about life?
Yes. You know, before pre-stroke, I always felt different. I thought I was always positive. This stroke let me know how much I can go deeper. And post-stroke, I realized that all those things that I obtained, whether they were material things, educational degrees, they don't matter, because the stroke took all that away. That my law degree didn't mean nothing after my stroke. My car, my condo didn't mean nothing because they all got taken away. I lost everything. The only thing I had was self. And I had a choice to make. I can love it or I can be damned. And I choose to love.
If you had died, who would have been most affected by your death? And how's your relationship with them now?
Most affected would have been my daughter, and then I also have a niece and nephew in another town from my brother. And I have on my phone, the home page on my phone is a picture of all three of the kids, my niece, my nephew, and my daughter. And I looked at that every day in the hospital, and I just knew I had to get home for them. The last time I had seen them was for my nephew's birthday in January, and then a month later I had my stroke. And I just wanted to go home and see them. They like the kids would have been most affected. But obviously Chris and my mom, you never want to lose a child as a parent. Sorry, I'm all stiffly now.
How's your relationship with them today?
My daughter and I are closer. Like she's had a hard time adjusting. The attention isn't all about her. There's a lot of attention for mom now because mom needs help doing things, and we've adjusted our house to make sure that mom is safe. You know, she can't take a bath upstairs anymore because my shower bench is up here. So she's had to adjust like that, but we're close. She understands, and she's really helpful on things that she can help me with.
And then I'm gonna let you close us out. The whole series is called Death Taught Us How to Live, or Stroke Survivor Story. So the question is, what did death teach you?
To focus on what matters, not on what I can't control. Unfortunately, before I used to try to fight what I couldn't control and get mad at myself and fight it. And even sometimes today, I got to kind of stop myself and understand that you can't control the world. You could only control yourself. And you can't control what happens. You could only control what is put in front of you and what you can control. And as human beings, we don't understand that we have no control except for enjoy the ride and live as happy as we can.
Thank everybody. Great answers, man. Really heartfelt. I thank you so much for giving your time and your energy to this project. Now, if anybody that is a stroke survivor and lives in the United States or in any one of the states that I have not interviewed yet, please hit me up. You could direct message me on Instagram at avm_superhero, or you could leave a message down here in YouTube. Either way, I'll get back to you. I thank you guys so much. If you guys like this video or this series, please subscribe, like it, and put on your notifications. Really appreciate you guys. AVM Superhero out.
And I cannot breathe. Trapped in a loop. Betty dog while he prays.